Hello, everyone. My name is Putty, and it's time for the war to settle the score. Tucker.
Hello. How we doing?
I'm doing great.
Hell yeah.
Look at all those broadcasters at the bottom there. WWE.com Direct, Fox Sports Direct, the WWE WrestleMania Access Pass.
Yeah, man. We got all the guys going on here. What do we put this on anymore, Putty? I don't know.
I think it's Fox. Not
Fox.
not that one. I think it's just Fox.
Right on.
Right? I'm right, and I.
Yeah, I think so.
Cool.
We
And
put
then
it on anything else? Or?
Yeah, we should put it on international stuff. Those get away from those. We're not using any of those.
Okay. Oh, I see. Okay.
What do you mean you see? We talked about this. This is a plan. This isn't me just coming up with it.
I know.
All right. Yes?
So we want to do the TV channels then?
Yes? Are you going to do an SNME Heat this year? I don't think so. I'm down to.
Do we just want to use all of these? Because that would be like a pay-per-view thing then.
Oh, no. Don't do the pay-per-views.
We have Fox and Fox Sports Australia.
All right. Cool. Buy the DVD if you don't live in America.
Literally, buy the DVD, apparently. I guess I'll get more of these deals, I guess, for next time.
Or you could not.
Sure, yeah, I'm okay with that.
I don't mind. It depends on how we want to approach this. There are definitely... Hold on, sorry. I'm trying to get the preview up here in the middle of my screen. There are definitely, I think, instances of WWE doing like domestic only shows and just saying fuck it. Because remember, we did amp our DVD production rate up last year.
We did,
so
yes.
We could very easily, I think, get these out within a month at most.
Right
on DVD. And we could show highlights of it on Raw and stuff. I don't know. There's a lot. It's up to you whether you think we should be doing this internationally. We could even do it as a pay-per-view internationally if that's the direction we wanted to take with it. Also, I think we've asked this question before. I believe the answer is no, but maybe I'm wrong. If there was a way to downgrade WWE.com Direct so that it doesn't have US coverage, then we could just use this for our international distribution still.
I would be down to do that if it's possible. If it's possible, I'll look into that afterwards.
There's also maybe, I know we're kind of locked in with Fox for the next 2 years, which is a long time. But at the end of those 2 years, we could look at maybe getting a really small deal. And maybe there's a really small TV company that are willing to let us broadcast on our own network as well.
Right.
So that's something we could look at doing.
Yeah.
Either way, I think this is good for now.
Perfect. We have a spot for this?
Yeah, we're in Las Vegas.
Oh, yeah, right on. Which I guess we should get an arena.
Yeah, we don't want to have 35,000 people here.
Yeah.
The MGM Grand is where UFC do all their shit. And yeah, that's a reasonably... Yeah. It's pretty big, but we're also, I feel like, pretty big.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the other one we'd use if there was one, but...
Isn't there, like, the Palace? Isn't Caesar's Palace have a reasonably sized sports venue? Yep.
Yeah.
But that's even bigger.
Yeah, I was looking for something smaller. But
we have a good relationship with the Bellagio.
With the Bellagio?
Yeah. You know, the owner of this company is on good terms with the owner of this establishment.
I see.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily know what that means, but okay.
Former president of the United States, I believe, owns that establishment.
I see. He also owns Caesar's Palace. So.
Oh, does he? God damn.
Yeah.
What a guy.
That's why I didn't realize what was out. Yeah, because I was like, oh well, this is the more obvious one to me. But
I didn't know it. I didn't know that. That's crazy.
He definitely did in the 90s. He definitely did when they ran Mania there in the parking lot.
They ran Mania in the parking lot?
Yeah, do you not know about Mania 9?
Not really.
So it's got like a
Oh, is that the multiple venues Mania?
No. That's the one where it's all themed around like Roman shit.
Roman
And
Reigns?
it's outside. Yeah.
He's not even there yet.
Yeah, Roman Reigns. Yeah, they're like outside. It's in the parking lot just outside the building. It's in the background the building.
That's crazy. If they actually have a 16,000 capacity venue there, it's crazy that they were like, let's not run that. Let's just go outside.
Yeah, it's because I don't think they were getting anywhere near filling it. I think it was a look thing, but it was also 1993. So
didn't they fill like a massive stadium for like WrestleMania 3?
They did. That is like 6 years beforehand, though.
Sure. I guess a lot can change in 6 years.
The crazier thing would be pointing out that in the summer of that previous year, they ran Wembley.
They didn't get a lot for that though, did they? That SummerSlam, it was like half full, wasn't it?
I don't know, truthfully. And if you looked it up, I'm sure it's gimmick numbers. So
yeah, that's probably true. Well, the gimmick number is 78,000. I don't remember how big old Wembley was because it will have been old Wembley.
That's also the AEW gimmick number. That's based.
That's crazy. But AEW is in New Wembley, and I do know New Wembley's capacity is about 90,000. This doesn't look good. Nice.
Right on, Ken. I don't know why you're coming to these shows anymore, man, but you gotta bring Helms as well then if you're coming.
Can we go talk to Shamrock and see if he's willing to become a road agent? All right. Let's make him a road agent. Which brand would he best be a road agent on?
Probably SmackDown, right?
It's you know the road agents better than me. You know the boys in the back.
Let me see whose list is bigger. That's probably a decent way to do it.
If you just filter role road agent and don't filter by brand and then click contracts, I think the brand is one of the filter options on contracts. I'm wrong, unfortunate.
Because I'll just do this.
I think SmackDown will have more. Maybe not, but because Taker's there, it's
the
equal
same.
with Shamrock.
With Ken.
Yeah,
all right,
so I guess he stays. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
What a base core over here, though, of Shamrock, Steamboat, Sting, and Taker.
Hey, why missing out people on that list, bro? You forgot about Michael Hayes, Ron Simmons, and Sergeant Slaughter, man.
I said what I said.
Okay. Acceptable. Understandable. Have a nice day. Oh, yeah. Someone asked if we were doing a Heat SNME this year. My instinct was no. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, no, probably not.
Yeah.
Probably not.
We would, I mean, we'd have stuff for it.
We probably would.
Yeah. It kind of makes sense, but I don't know. I was always I didn't necessarily want to make that an every year thing.
Yeah, no, I hear you as well there. Yeah.
But if we figure out something to move to it, then that's really big. Then I think maybe we should. Let's book in the matches.
My commentator.
Yeah. Cole.
Yep.
Lawler.
And Cole.
And Austin.
Yep.
Based. Cool. Let's book in the matches. Oh, what's opening this show? Can't be the tags, really. It's not that for me. That's our second to last match, in my opinion.
All right.
And I understand why you'd want to open with it, but again, it's like I'm willing to go down the route of hot open. I know that's your booking style a lot more than me, but in this situation, we just don't have another co-main event, and I think it's definitely the co-main event.
Fair play. Is it Lashley Hardy then?
So I think it's Lashley Hardy if we go for my philosophy of start with the worst stuff and end with the best stuff, or it's the women's 4-way if you want to start hot.
I think Lashley Hardy.
Okay. Okay, I had ideas for this match. Obviously, I won't go through everything here. But how does it look out? I think my idea is that, like, again, I'm not going through it all here, but just to pitch it to you, that Hardy is like not taking it very seriously.
Yeah.
And Lashley's kind of beating the shit out of him.
Right.
But Lashley's getting really annoyed that Hardy's not taking it seriously. And so he's trying to get him to take it seriously. So at some point he just keeps slapping Jeff. And it's like, just fucking come on, man. We're in a wrestling match or something like that. And eventually Jeff does snap into it and hit like a rolling kick. Or is it the Wind in the Willows? Is that what it's called?
Whisper in the Wind.
Whisper in the Wind. Is that what I'm thinking of?
Yes, that's the one you're looking for.
Okay. So then Hardy gets into the match, but then pretty much immediately afterwards, Lashley just spears him anyway and pins him.
Let's go.
But this starts something for Jeff. It lights a fire under him.
Hell yeah, man.
How
long did we go on that?
How long does it sound like? 9 is something that's like in my head. 7 is also there.
I was thinking 11.
That's another odd number in the vicinity, so I'm down for it.
All right. I think also I can call this our storytelling match.
Sure. Are the road agent and ref right on that for you?
Yes.
All right. Let's do the tag.
I just remembered we don't even do the thing. We don't have to have the storytelling. What the fuck?
No, but I think I'd be fine. That's fine. It was fine.
Okay.
I was wondering what you meant by our storytelling match, but I was fine with it being a storytelling match. Tag team title match, I think, would be second.
Yep. Your partner is fucking Hornswoggle. Yep.
So I think to get our best results here, we're gonna have to do the title change via Angle after the match.
Yep. I like it. I like it. Good call.
That way Hornswoggle doesn't.
We get the record. It's Brian Kendrick and Hornswoggle.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. So we have Brian Kendrick and fucking Hornswoggle
taking on LGBT.
I think that's one of our best fucking moments. I'm not gonna lie.
It was completely accidental as well.
When I type that out and I go,
I also like
whenever I said where I'm like, it's really bad to not have the T in there right now, buddy. Like,
but what I like about it is that we can immediately just say Technicos, Los Guerreros, Blancos, Technicos. Even though they are Rudos, LGBR. What does the R stand for?
Red.
Shit. God damn, there's so many ways that we could structure this match. We've got 4 of the most iconic superstars.
Literally.
In SmackDown's history here.
A main event in any arena.
Truly. 4?
Yep.
I don't think it should be long, really.
Boot that little fucker in the head. Let's go.
Boo! Paul London at ringside. Crying as his title slips away.
Literally.
I think we should book the Angle now, because so make sure we don't forget.
Yep.
I guess it's just Ryder and Hawkins on overness.
Fuck yeah.
Go on, put Kendrick and London overness off screen in there, because it might save the Angle. One minute. Then it's
do.
Mhm. Oh yeah. Women's Fatal 4-Way. It's a long one, isn't it?
Probably.
15?
Yep. I was at 16, so that's fair. Yeah.
Sure, I'm happy to go 16 if you want, by the way.
No, I'll keep it 15. That's fine.
For all these women have last names. Holy shit. We made them all people.
All people. Just like
K-pop stars.
Yeah, like, I don't even fucking know. Yeah, like what is that thing? Why does Vince do that? Like I don't.
Because they're characters.
I guess so, right? Probably something like that.
They're superheroes, pal. Yeah, Melina's winning, obviously. She's gonna pin Mickey James probably. A slow build, decisive. Let's have a Triple H be at ringside, and of course, Shawn Michaels is going to at some point super kick him.
Hell yeah!
Which I guess Shawn Michaels' distraction of Trish Stratus makes sense. Elijah Burke has been kicked to the curb, so he's not there. But Joey Mercury can be there.
He'll also get super kicked.
Yeah, just for no apparent reason.
Just for no reason, yeah.
Yeah. I think that's good. Otherwise, that seems fine to me. Oh, Beth Phoenix can also be a ringside. She can also get super.
Oh, good call. Yeah. Good call.
Maybe Beth Phoenix can be the one who ejects Shawn from the match.
She stands up and he goes, "Okay, I'm out."
Oh, yeah. No. I didn't realize what I was dealing with.
Yeah.
Here.
Whoa. Yeah.
I guess it's the Cruiserweight title match next. Damn. This is two based. It's just far too based. Yeah.
2 seconds here, just because I've realized I've not said any of these. They'll need a lot of help. I'm giving them Sting.
I think this should be Ken Shamrock's first assignment.
Okay. Yeah.
Unless we want to give him the Cruiserweight match, that kind of fits better actually to me. You can go ahead and give him the help.
Yeah, I'll go with I'll stick. Sting on this.
Isn't Sting going to do the main?
He would normally, but right, because Taker can't do
Taker
the main.
can't do the main, yeah.
Yeah, that's not Taker then. Okay.
All right. Or should we just give... no, man, you're right. They need help. I was going to say give him one of the shit road agents, but they need the help.
Yeah, they need the help to structure this shit out. And then, the women, they get... what place is a SmackDown thing, so... I think Tony Garea has been unofficially my women's guy for a minute now. Tony's, like, not bad, I think, right? Hold on.
Finlay soon.
Oh, he is pretty rough.
He's okay.
Steve Lombardi would be better, which I thought was my lowest mark. Okay, it's Dave Hebner, who's, like, barely usable.
Dusty Rhodes feels like he'd do a good job with them.
This is kind of like my Raw main, so yeah, you're right.
I consider Dean Malenko to be the head of road agent on Raw.
Fair.
Yeah. Back to the Cruiserweights then, yeah. God damn, how long should all these matches are very like they could be structured in lots of different ways.
Okay, do we want Ken on this? Because I would traditionally put Steamboat on this.
I think this could be a cool Ken match, and I think it could be a good first assignment for him.
Yep.
If it's a Ken match, though, I feel like it's either like it still could go lots of different ways because it could either go really long or really short. I don't think it's really short though. I think we're gonna enjoy this match rather than tell a particular story.
I would agree. Yeah.
So it feels like it's definitely north of 15. Strong's going over here.
I like how I just put it at 15. I was just like, there you go.
Yeah, I thought you were like, we're coming back to this later. So okay, sure, we'll do these. We'll do the notes.
No, I just heard it wrong.
It's definitely
Processed
going
it
north
wrong.
of 15. It's definitely not 30. So it's between 15 and 30.
19.
I don't know why. That's not striking me. What about
Okay.
18?
Sure. Sure, man.
I don't know. These two guys, they don't seem like an odd numbered match. You know, this is an even pairing.
I see.
Yeah.
Roddy wins this.
Yes. Clean, I think. I don't see any reason to. I think we should slow build it, though, over 18. Actually, what is their psych? Maybe I'm wrong about that. Kind of forget. I always assume Roddy has good psych. That's pretty good.
77.
It's maybe no slow building.
I was gonna say I would probably just take it off. They're gonna do better without it.
Yeah, probably. Okay, main event. Okay.
Fuck yeah. One last time.
30. Three.
Yep.
Okay. Taker's gonna win this.
I believe we're calling it tainted.
I am gonna say decisive, and you'll. Yeah, because there's going to be quite a gap between the event and then the final finish.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of want it to happen, and then like the match to continue on for like 5 more minutes. So I don't think Rey Mysterio should be at ringside. I think Rey's going to come down after Los Guerreros interfere.
Right on, yeah.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get a ref bump, and then Los Guerreros are gonna come down and beat up both guys. Yeah, exactly. And then Rey comes down. I guess maybe distraction, Rey Mysterio on Batista.
Sure, yep.
So yeah, Rey comes down at that point and then stays out there for a little bit, and then Floyd Mayweather jumps the barricade. And
gets in Rey's grill.
Exactly. And
Which Dave's like, what the fuck?
Batista gets out and gets between them. At which point, you know, Floyd is trying to like get past Batista to keep jawing at Rey, and Dave will like push him, and then Floyd will be like, "Oh shit, you just pushed," and he's just gonna fucking deck him in the face.
That's based.
And then a couple of refs will come out to patch up Batista's broken nose because he's bleeding. Right on, yeah. We'll do it hard style. We'll tell Floyd break his nose.
Break his fucking nose, Floyd.
And then after Batista gets his nose patched up, the match will indeed continue. At the conclusion of which, The Undertaker is going to win via submission.
Great. Oh my god. Busting it out.
Yeah, and I think we need to add it to his moves. The Bash Babe.
Babe.
It's the
that one?
Hell's Gate. I think there's no S on the end of it, but it might be referring to what we're talking about.
Oh, we might as well just make a new one.
Yeah, fuck it. I think it's just called Hell's Gate.
Yeah, literally.
Can cause, yes, we saw it cause blood on multiple occasions.
Oh, true. It could also be done on a chair, technically.
But not onto a chair.
Yeah. Is there not the one where he puts the chair under the guy's neck and then...
I would still not call that onto a chair.
Okay, fair play.
That is in use of a chair.
There you go. That's good. That's it.
I would say we say no to outside the ring. Even though it could
what would stop him from doing that?
Nothing, but you can't win that way. So he would never do it.
But you could in a false count anywhere.
Sure.
In months' time, when we're booking some kind of false count anywhere, we set a submission finish and he doesn't use the Hell's Gate, and we're like, what the fuck? What happened here?
Alright, fine. Sure, that sounds right.
Yeah.
Alright. At some point, yeah, don't let me forget that at some point during the match, Taker will hit the regular triangle choke and get Batista bombed while doing so.
That's very happy at the signing of Bradshaw.
Huh. He's going to try and take him over to the woke side. Woke Shaw.
I knew it was coming, buddy. I just didn't know where it was coming.
What's that?
JBL.
I'm still confused.
Oh, fair. It was in like a big storm. There were a bunch of tweets recently for Bradshaw where he was like, I've got all these new clothes and I got nowhere to wear them. And I was like, what the fuck? Is this a JBL like return angle? And then there he is with Alberto El Patron. Just like, what the fuck?
Well, shit.
Unfortunate.
All right, we ready to record?
You know, we might be a little too high.
It's fine. Fuck it. Fuck them. We're on TV again now. We gotta burn those oils.
Hell yeah.
All right.
We should at least do the comm check-in angle.
Sure.
It's Steve. Steve's here with us.
What?
Actually, we won't script them because I feel like Steve won't fucking do it anyway. So
Steve will bully Michael Cole live on air if you don't script him.
Oh,
though.
he will. Oh, it's true. Welcome
Which
to
might be fun.
SNME 16.
3?
Yeah, that works.
I feel like we should do a vignette before this, introducing us to the show. Taker and Batista.
Just Taker, but yes.
Yeah, but it's gonna have Taker and Batista.
Yes.
Yeah. Although I feel like that feud is so low that we could just put them both in it. I don't mean two, but yeah.
Pretty close. You wouldn't be far off.
Yeah. Opening match. Let's have Kevin Nash's reveal. My friend, the Hornswoggle. I think we gotta go over this on him. I think it has to be done.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
Four, I think. Yeah. Let's have the Bradshaw vignette.
Yep.
Of him lariating people set to 50 cent.
I get money.
Yep. I run New York.
I love it. Yeah, I love that part. Yeah, I was like, shit.
2 minutes, I think.
Yep.
Major success. Let's go.
Major success. He's home.
Yeah, put that before. Exactly. Yeah,
Yep.
Exactly. Then we can just go right into that tag match. I want a sit-down interview with Amy Weber and Batista.
Damn, cross-brand interaction.
Well, she's the interview overlord. She said, you know.
She does what she wants.
Yeah, exactly. On the Undertaker, 6 minutes. I've got stuff for this for the most part.
Awesome.
Can I see Amy Weber's stats? I feel like this is an angle where she should be rated, but I'll only do it if she can be. Which, yeah, she can be.
She's pretty fucking worth it. Yeah. God damn, Amy.
Give her a microphone credit.
I feel like I do often forget that like Amy is quite good. Yeah.
Yeah, she's been around for a while.
Since the beginning, mostly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like here.
Yes, exactly right. Let's get all of these women off-screen overness, and the commentators are just going to like tell us that this is a number one contenders match. And the winner will go on to WrestleMania 24.
Yep.
I guess get Beth Phoenix also.
Sure.
Because, yeah. Oh yeah, we're back to Roman numerals.
We'll never go away from them again.
It's not true. I think 25 is back to numbers.
25 is, yeah. Well, I'll have to fucking WrestleMania 25th anniversary that shit or whatever.
Well, we could decide not to do that.
We could decide not to do that because it's not right, actually. So,
is it not? Did they skip a year? Is that why?
Well, no, it's because the first Mania was 1985.
Right.
WrestleMania 25 is 2009.
Right. So
that's not
what?
25 years.
Did they do 2 Manias in 1 year? How does that work?
No, just the number 25 would not be the 25th anniversary. 26 would be the anniversary of the first WrestleMania. They never should have called it an anniversary.
I get what you're saying. And I guess you must be right. But my brain is dying. Hold on.
Yeah, oh, no. Yeah, no, you're right. It's a weird thing. You're like, how the fuck is that a thing? But yeah, no, it is. Because it's...
Oh, yeah.
They just never should have called it that. It's just wrong. Should have just been WrestleMania the 25th.
Because there's 24 years between... Yeah.
Like when they were at WrestleMania 30, and they were like, 30 years of WrestleMania is only 29.
Well, damn. I don't think I can continue to stream now. My world has been...
Yeah, it's over.
It's over. 1 minute on this angle. Give Beth an over this credit as well. She's also off screen. Yep. She's off screen for that angle, but she'll be on screen for this one because she's coming down to the ring with her title. Give her a major success because she looks like a glamazon. Star quality. I think star quality. Yeah. Okay. Not after the main event. What are you banging over there?
Nothing.
That's also the wrong place. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Seems like you just had a stroke is all. Do we want any afters for that match?
No.
Okay.
Not particularly.
Have you thought about all of them? That was pretty quick. There are lots of afters we could have for that match. Like a stare down?
Triple H and Shawn? Hell yeah.
Okay, sure, if you want to do that.
No? Alright.
Do you want to I'm confused. I'm getting a weird aura from you right now, Tucker. I don't understand if that's a serious suggestion. You've been very weird for the last minute.
It was. I didn't know if you... yes, it was serious, yes.
Alright. Sure. I need explanation. I need an explanation for why you think you want this here.
Because he kicked him in the face.
But then he went away.
Fair. Okay. Fine. Yep. I thought the timing would be closer. That's all. Yep.
I mean, he can come back. I just...
He comes back!
I assume... when I said stare down, I obviously meant Melina and Beth.
Yeah, you probably did.
Okay. We don't have to do it.
No. This is fine. I like it.
Okay, because you initially said you didn't want to do any afters.
No, I'm all right with it. Yeah.
All right.
4.
Yeah, I guess 2.
Oh, hold on. Winner and Beth stare down.
I think just like a tail of a tape here.
I like that. It's too rowdy. Fuck it.
I don't know if they're in the storyline, actually.
I don't think they are. Yeah, no.
So they can both be in this. And then you can get Taz telling us about it. Don't script him. That's yeah. There you go. Taz agrees. I want to know what Taz actually thinks about these two men.
Throw something on this.
Yeah, Way of the Warrior, and hope and pray that that Batista promo does okay.
This has the women's stuff on it. This will have the London Kendrick.
I don't think London Kendrick have a feud anymore, but I don't think I need that to have a feud.
Nope. Yep. Fair. Same with Lashley Jeff. I assume.
Yeah. Now, initially, I thought maybe Amy Weber tries to go and get an interview with the Undertaker. But I'm not sure there's a way to make that work. That's it could, but I'm not sure it's worth making it work.
Yeah, it is a little crazy.
Way of the Warrior was assigned to the Cruiser match. Yeah. That's the SmackDown storyline.
Yeah.
Even though it originally was on Raw in 2005.
Don't worry about
it. It might be that it's too old, and that's why we're getting so many penalties on everything. People are like, we're so bored of this.
No, I don't think so, because it just looks like the storylines across the board are down. So,
I mean, most of the Raw stuff is banging. Not the storylines, but the angles.
Yeah, fair.
All right. How do we get from the main, the co-main to the main? Oh, we also need a 1 minute angle of Floyd Mayweather is in the crowd, way earlier in the show.
Oh yeah, okay, I like it. Floyd is here. Woo!
Woo!
That's right after I Run New York.
Yep.
Then this should be. I had something for this. It should be a fucking Chavo promo.
Okay. I don't know if we don't have a lot of time, so it could be a short Chavo promo.
Yeah, sure. He's just like, I'm gonna be both they asses.
And he's got to be pre-recorded because I explicitly didn't want Chavo to be here.
Yep. Yeah, I like that.
Cool. Maybe he's relaxing on a beach.
Yeah, sure. I like it. He's just like, I don't care. I'm on a fucking beach. I'll beat either of them.
So this will be 1 minute, and then we'll have like a 1 minute graphic, or maybe just Taker and Batista off, or one of the two off screen over, and this is the commentators explain that the main event is in fact a number one contenders match.
We should do that with the Undertaker entrance, probably.
Sure. Although it's going to be a lot longer. Well, this is going to be a minute long angle.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't have to be. I like to hit 120 on these.
Oh, well, yeah, alright, fine.
What's wrong? Go on, verbalize.
Taker entrance. I mean, we just have to be the Taker entrance. Then it could just be the angle where they talk about it.
I understand what your hesitancy is. That Taker's entrance should be longer. However, implicitly making this not the Taker entrance has actually made the Taker entrance shorter.
Oh my god!
Because it was a minute initially, but if we make this angle add to it, then it's 2 minutes.
Okay,
I'm right.
You are.
Yep. You don't just get to ignore the fact that if we don't do the angle, then it just doesn't happen. All right, I think that's 120.
I agree. We get.
Well, that's just
OBS
counting.
Up over here. All right. Let me make the lighting better in here. Hold on. Yeah, that's ever so slightly better. OBS isn't picking me up. That's fun. Okay, there we go. Yep, perfect. All right, yeah. Are you good to go?
Sure.
All right, let's fucking do it. In 3, 2, 1. Hello, folks. Welcome back to 2008. We're at, I believe, the only SNME before WrestleMania 24. We're back on Fox. It's on TV. You don't have to go to the internet anymore.
Unless you're
It's
not in the US or Australia, in which case you just don't get
yeah,
it.
you gotta buy some DVDs then. Honestly, for me, man, I gotta keep it honest. Shit. Hold on. Let me restart this. Fuck.
All right, can you move away from your mic a little bit? You're very loud.
Yeah, I guess I can.
Okay. I was just finding it difficult to
just...
get a volume where you weren't hurting me, but also I could hear you.
How does that fucking work out here? Looks acceptable. Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. All right, we are gonna run it back here in 3, 2, 1. Hello, welcome back to 2008. We're here for SNME 16, the only Saturday night's main event between the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania. Putty, how you doing?
I'm happy to be back here on television.
Real. We are back on TV. You're no longer having to track this shit down on the internet. Unless you don't live in America or Australia, in which you're going to be tracking it down on the internet. I mean, buying our DVDs, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
It's SNME 16. It's the war to settle the score. This show revolving around the #1 contenders match for the World Heavyweight Championship. Batista and The Undertaker once again.
Yeah, it's the second SNME where these two have main evented. I don't know if there's any other pairing that have had two SNME main events yet, but if not, this is a first.
It's pretty big. Pretty big.
Batista honestly has become sort of the king of SNME over the last year.
He kind of is, yeah.
So can he get the job done? Can he defeat his eternal rival, The Undertaker, and move on to WrestleMania?
We are in the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, Nevada.
It's fight night.
Do the thing, Putty.
I'm so ready. It's the last road stop on the road to WrestleMania.
Let's do it.
Oh wait, before we start the show, but while we're on this screen, is there anything you want to tell people about what's been happening on the road to WrestleMania? Because this is the only time we'll check in with them before the big show. So, is there any like storylines that have been going on Raw or SmackDown that we should catch people up on that aren't going to be featured on this show?
Who was the World Heavyweight Champion the last time they would have seen anything?
I believe they watched as Chavo Guerrero reclaimed his championship at the Royal Rumble.
The Rumble? Okay. Perfect. So they know about the belt. I don't know. What else is there to cover?
There's the WWE Championship,
which we've been locked in on for a little while. John Cena is indeed going to face Randy Orton.
It's not confirmed.
Yeah, it is.
There's a match on Monday where John Cena is putting up his #1 contendership against Shawn Michaels.
Oh, yeah. Funny how that works, eh?
Yep. Randy Orton is also not guaranteed to be walking into WrestleMania as the WWE champion.
He does have one more defense beforehand?
Yes.
2
weeks from now, or 2 weeks from Monday, or a week from Monday. Against...
Right. Charlie Haas.
Yep, who beat Mark Henry
Nice,
to
nice.
earn his championship shot.
To earn a second championship shot.
Yeah. What happened
Right
in the
on.
first one? Or do we not want to tell people this?
I mean, I think you could maybe tell what happened in the first one. Just off what we said there.
All right, sure. I guess we should. I guess I don't know. It feels like you don't necessarily want to do this, so we can leave it.
Yeah, I can't think of anything that they wouldn't know.
Well, there is the whole Charlie thing, but it doesn't sound like you care that much, so it's fine.
I could go into it. All right.
I mean, we don't have to. It's a complete. I always thought we wanted to do this on these shows to make sure that we don't lose some storylines. But like, at the end of the day, it's not relevant. So if you don't want to do it, then we don't have to do it. There's a bunch of other stuff.
I'll do it because Charlie's been fucking fantastic for us. All right. So Charlie Haas got a WWE Championship opportunity a couple weeks ago. He beat. Oh God, was that a multi-man or was that?
Yeah, it was a triple threat.
I thought so. Yep, it was him, Shelton, and Mr. Kennedy.
Yep.
And Charlie Haas ended up winning that to gain the number one contendership. He went on to face Randy Orton in a fairly competitive matchup that Orton ended up squeaking out, as he often does. And Charlie Haas got that win over Mark Henry.
Oh, did you? Sorry, there's a lot more to that title match. I don't know if you want to go into it.
I would love to. If I remembered.
Well, Charlie had initially won the match.
Oh, he had. You're right. Yes. I mean, Charlie had won the match, but Orton had
foot under the rope.
Yeah, he had his foot under the rope, and we caught it on the review.
Specifically, William Regal caught it on the review.
He did. William Regal caught it on the review. Charlie's longtime partner, friend, mentor. Yeah, something like that. Which Regal then explained was because if Charlie had won it that way, it would be forever tainted. That first world title victory would be forever tainted. But Charlie Haas has fought his way back to another title opportunity. We'll see you at WrestleMania for Charlie Haas versus Shawn Michaels.
Do you want to go over what's been happening with Kennedy and Benjamin?
They've been kind of not on the same page for a while. They keep ending up teaming together, which I don't think has helped things with the two of them.
Who are they teaming against, most notably? The Cowboys.
Dude, I'm like, I got no clue about any of this shit. Genuinely, I can't remember any of this shit.
Okay, never mind. I think we should just leave this here. Then we should just move on with this show.
I'm genuinely over here like, what the fuck are we doing? I don't know. It's been a couple days. I can't even remember.
All right, cool.
Stay to me, ladies and gentlemen.
If you want to see what's been going on, I guess you head over to the Match of the Hero VODs and just watch it.
Yeah, I don't remember, honestly. My bad, gang. My bad. My bad, gang. That's it. We're moving on. Cool. The world is watching. There's the show intro package. We're here. We've got Michael Cole, Jerry Lawler, and Steve Austin on our commentary team for tonight. And I think we should be kicking right off into Bobby Lashley and Jeff Hardy in a one-on-one match. So Jeff Hardy and Bobby Lashley, two of them have been feuding. Jesus, what the fuck is wrong with me? I have to pause this or something. What the fuck
Sure.
is wrong with me? Can I even pause it? I can't.
I think you could pause the OBS
What the
recording. Is there not? Oh, have you done it?
I just stopped it. What the fuck is wrong
Okay.
with me? Why can I not think of anything? What the fuck?
I'm not sure. I guess you. It's just. It has been weeks.
I don't know. I just feel fucking awful now because, like, Jesus Christ, why can I not think? Okay. So, it was Bobby Lashley and Jeff Hardy was Jeff Hardy lost to Bobby Lashley.
No,
and then
Bobby
told
Lashley.
Bobby Lashley.
No, Jeff beat Bobby Lashley.
Okay, I knew I'd get that wrong. That's why I had to fucking stop that shit. Because I was like, I have this wrong in my head. I swear I do. Okay, so Bobby Lashley lost to Jeff Hardy.
Yep.
Then Jeff Hardy told him that wins and losses don't fucking matter. Get over it. That pisses Bobby Lashley off. Cool. I'll have to also figure out a way to stitch these together or something. I'll have to edit this for once in my fucking life.
While we're off air here, can we go and find an angle to continue all the storylines on? I wasn't going to do that mid-recording, but since we're off air.
Yeah. Hold on, I run New York.
Sure. I don't know how. So now we're off air, and I know I was a little bit pokey there, but
you're right to do. You're right to do it because I'm fucking annoyed with myself. So,
how much do we care? Because one of the things with the New Year's stuff that we talked about was trying to be a bit more like catching people up on stuff. How much do we care? Do we actually want to do it, or do we want to leave it? Obviously, I know it's difficult if you can't remember what's happened, and I don't blame you for that. But I know it's quite difficult to do. But so we could leave it for this one and maybe just start doing it after Mania.
Yeah, because to me, it was like everything that is going to progress here, I feel like, is the kind of stuff outside of the WWE title stuff. Because the US title is the JBL thing, which we're going to show that he's back here. The IC title is Triple H later on. The World Tag Team titles, Legacy, I guess, could deserve some kind of mention, but I think they won it on screen. Maybe they didn't.
Check. You can check. Was it at an SNME? I don't think it was the Rumble.
It was the Rumble, but I guess it wasn't.
I guess it was a Raw.
I guess it was TV. Okay.
I'm doing a TEW 2020 save with an 05 mod where I sim 10 years in the future to see what's different. That's pretty cool. Sorry, when was the Legacy title change?
Let me see if I can figure this out. 47 days ago, Monday week.
You can just click defenses and it'll show you what show it was on.
Be this one. No, this one. So it was after New Year, New York, before Rumble.
So we may or may not have mentioned it at Rumble. But we definitely wouldn't have mentioned the Manu and Umaga stuff.
No, yeah. So that's probably worth going over.
Is the answer yes, by the way? Because I can start making a list of this.
I think it is. I think it is.
Do you have a save before we started the show?
I don't think I do, but this is just all the intro shit, honestly. So I could just fucking... I think I could just... Yeah, like just jump in from there. It's just the intro shit. This is all...
Go on. What were you going to finish your sentence?
This is all fairly nothing. Like, it's all just filler intro opening stuff. Like, it could... I don't think anybody's heartbroken.
Did you definitely not save before you started running the show? Do you not just do that instinctually?
See, I think I do.
Okay. But... I mean, don't know if you want to risk... Okay.
We'll see, man.
You don't have to close the whole game, by the way.
Well, I thought I did, so...
You can just click that TEW symbol down the bottom left there. That takes you to the main menu.
Saved.
Saved where?
Saved. It's good. It's good. We're saved.
It's just the show? Okay.
Yeah, we're saved. Okay.
I
apologize.
I guess we're committed to restarting this this recording.
Yeah, I apologize to you for that. That was
no. I get it. It's not easy to remember these things after a few weeks. I guess. I don't know. Instinctually it makes me feel like they weren't that memorable, which isn't great. But I understand that it's
That's
not
how it makes
necessarily
me
that.
feel, and I'm like, fuck, that's not good. I don't feel that way. Like shit. Like
Yeah. Um. Okay. So is the answer yes? We want to catch people up on this stuff.
I do think so. Yeah, at least the
Okay.
belt stuff.
We should make a list then, probably, if you're struggling, right? So, Charlie and Orton. I think you remember all that now, right?
Yes, I do certainly.
Okay. The legacy stuff. You remember all of that?
I do. Manu had disappeared just shortly before the DMLS breakup. He resurfaces with Umaga and wants to take vengeance upon his former family members.
Yep. And the matches, do you remember what they were? What the results were?
Yeah, the Samoan Wrecking Crew beat them the first time, then Legacy retained, and then they went to a hardcore match and Legacy retained.
Yeah, in the second match, though, they retained via DQ, so they lost again, just so you know.
Right on. Okay, good to know.
Women's stuff. Beth Phoenix, when did she win the title? Was it at New York?
No, I don't think so. I think it was after that. February week 3. So yeah, this is very recent.
If you click View Defenses, by the way, it'll show you what show it's on.
Raw.
Yeah. So we should probably talk about that, huh?
Probably.
Yes or no?
They'd figure it out when she comes down to ringside, but yeah, we could mention it.
You're right. It's on the show. We don't need to mention it. I forgot. We can just talk about it in the build to the women's match.
Yep, exactly. U.S. title stuff will get its run in the JBL angle really quickly there.
Put it all in the... Put all the storylines on The World Is Watching, by the way.
Yep. Good fucking call. Good fucking call.
Now that we have a second chance. Sticking with Raw for now. Women's stuff is done. Cowboys and Indians. I mean, Shelton and Kennedy.
Yep.
And you remember all of that stuff. There's not a lot to remember. They teamed against
No, I was going to say they teamed, and then Kennedy was just kind of like, all right, I'll fight you.
But it started because Kennedy, I think it was Kennedy who eliminated Shelton at the Rumble. Yeah.
Yeah, they'd always kind of been... I mean, really, the whole season, I feel like they've been kind of
distant
parallel
rivals
to each other. Yeah, like where they both kind of came in at the same time and kind of had a vie for Raw's top.
You should talk about... Well, it's up to you, but I think you should talk about Tommy Dreamer versus Marcus Corvan.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, I'm down. Tommy Dreamer will not die.
But also the Corvan evolution is important too. On SmackDown, we should talk. I think we should talk about Chavo Guerrero and Cena.
Yep, I agree.
You remember what happened there?
Yeah, Cena said he should be fighting Chavo, but he has unfinished business.
All right, cool. Also on SmackDown, we got the tag titles, which are on the show, which we don't need to build to. Really, we should mention Tagapalooza when we get to the build.
Gotta mention the IC title's still on Triple H's shoulder when he's out at ringside for this.
Sure.
Just to clear that up.
We should talk about all the other defenses I feel like the Lundrick have had recently, like against Millennium, with their replacement partners and stuff.
Ray and Kazarian have stepped up.
Yeah. Do you remember what the other defense was? I know wasn't it Ray versus Millennium, but who was yeah, you can do this. This works. The Major Brothers.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay.
So before they were Los Guerreros Blancos, we should probably talk. I don't think we've really talked about Los Guerreros Blancos creation because it happened basically after the Rumble, right? The night after, or the SmackDown.
Yeah,
after.
the La Familia stuff. Yeah.
Yes, so that should be something we talk about because Kevin Nash is also a part of it. It'll make it a lot. We can talk about that in the build to the tag match, though. The main event is the main event. We should talk about Floyd Mayweather. I guess we can do that when he's on screen.
Yeah,
so that doesn't need to be during the intro. Anything else on SmackDown that's happened?
Not particularly.
Really? I mean, yeah, we can talk about Yoshinobu being forced to leave or going into the singles division, but we can do that during the Yoshihiro, not Yoshinobu. during the tail of the tape. Okay, so during the intro, I've got Charlie and Orton, Legacy and Manu, Cowboys and Shelton Kennedy, Tommy Dreamer, Marcus Corval, Chavo, and John Cena.
Just send me those bullet points, just as just the list of those names, so I can hit them.
Yep, good idea.
Perfect.
All right, cool.
All right, let's do it proper this time. God damn.
Hell yeah.
All right, in 3, 2, 1. Hello, folks. Welcome back to 2008. It is time for SNME 16, the war to settle the score. We are live on a television channel. Fox in America, Fox Sports in Australia, anywhere else. Buy some DVDs, you losers.
Or DM me on MySpace, and I will send you a link.
Big.
Third time's the charm, Duggar.
Third time's the charm. Third time's the charm. It's been quite the hectic, just over a month or so since we've last seen you.
Yep.
All right, quick rundown of things that have been happening, but are not on this show.
Worth mentioning, although most will know that before Tucker gets into this, we are indeed on the road to WrestleMania, and this is our last stop before week 4, WrestleMania 24, Orlando, Florida.
All right, so on the WWE title front, Randy Orton is still your WWE champion for now. He defended just a couple weeks ago against Charlie Haas. Charlie, who's really been just a workhorse of Raw, really one of the guys. You know what I mean? One of the boys.
Oh yeah.
Charlie got a WWE title match against Randy Orton, and we thought he had won. We thought that the dream had been captured until heartbreak set in. Randy Orton's foot had been under the bottom rope, and the person who showed this, or revealed this, I guess, to the referee was none other than William Regal, Charlie Haas's semi-longtime friend / mentor /
coworker.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell their relationship is. It's kind of weird.
They've always had disagreements, I think, even when they were working together.
Yep. Regal explained this action as if Charlie had won his first world championship that way. There was no changing that. There was no there's no making that right in the long run. If your first world championship is won in a what's the term I'm looking for here? In a
tainted,
discreditable way, in a way that somebody could take away from that. Do you even really want it? And Charlie Haas seems to be okay with that.
I don't think we got a direct answer from Charlie. You know, he was conflicted.
No.
He was focused not on the past, but on the future.
Yeah. That's fair. That's a fair way to put it. Speaking of the future, 2 weeks time on Raw, we're going to have a rematch of that Charlie Haas Randy Orton match. Charlie Haas beat Mark Henry here on this last Raw. Called Randy Orton out. Basically told him, hey, I work really hard. You don't. That pisses me off.
And a good line that essentially Randy Orton, because of his natural talent, is stagnant. He's great, but he never gets any better. So even though Randy was better than Charlie 2 weeks ago, Randy's going to be the same Randy in 2 weeks' time, whereas Charlie constantly gets better.
Yeah, the exact line was something along the lines of, every time I lose, I get better, I learn, and I grow. You've never had to get better a day in your life.
And speaking of how Charlie earned his first title shot, that was in a triple threat match with Shelton Benjamin and Mr. Kennedy. These three men, Shelton Benjamin, Kennedy, and Haas, were the three runners-up in the 2008 Royal Rumble match. As John Cena won it, these three were the last three eliminations. So they had a triple threat match to decide the number one contender, which Haas won. But Kennedy and Shelton Benjamin, ever since that Rumble, have had a strange relationship. They joined forces in order to defeat the greater evil of the Cowboys, who were assaulting Kennedy even prior to the Royal Rumble. But once That's our colloquial term for
group of Roy Walker, Trevor Murdoch,
Mhm.
and Lance Cade. Just in case we've never mentioned that on these, it's maybe entirely possible.
That's
We've
a good
never mentioned them.
clarification. That's a really good
Yeah.
clarification. And if Roy Walker is like our name for him, right? Maybe will
Yes.
people know him as that, or do you want to tell people who it is?
Chris Harris. Yeah.
There we go.
Wildcat Chris Harris.
And so, yes, that trio was defeated by Shelton, Kennedy, and actually assistance from John Cena, who we'll talk about in a little bit. But afterwards, their friction between Shelton and Kennedy has continued, and it came to a head this week on Raw when the two went at it on the mic and agreed that in 3 weeks' time at WrestleMania 24, they will fight one-on-one in what is bound to be one of the premier matches on that show. Two former world champions, two generational talents, Kennedy versus Benjamin at WrestleMania.
Some might say that's the main event.
Some might.
Speaking of kind of coming out of DMLS, the World Tag Team Champions right now are Legacy, the name that the team of Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase Jr. have taken on for themselves. They beat DMLS just before the Royal Rumble for those belts. And also, just before DMLS completely fractured and fell away into nothing. If you remember, Manu had disappeared. Nobody could find Manu, and nobody really knew what was going on with that until he resurfaced a couple weeks later with his cousin, brother, uncle, friend, family member,
relative.
Relative. There you go. With his relative, whatever that is specifically, we'll figure it out at some point. Umaga. As they have become the Samoan Wrecking Crew.
Yep.
They had attacked Legacy 1 week after their title defense. Was it the No, it wasn't a rematch. I can't remember.
What are you trying to work out here? Because I'm a little bit lost.
Legacy had a TV defense, and then that's where Manu and Umaga came out afterwards and attacked them.
Did they? I thought you might be right, but I thought they attacked them after Ted's promo naming themselves Legacy. But I might be wrong. You might be right.
The way I want to say it happened was
there was a
DX.
There was a DX title defense.
That's
I remember
the
now.
one. I believe that is the one. Yes, that should be the one.
I don't think they attacked them afterwards because I remember because DX had a little bit of a implosion. I don't think there was room for an attack.
I swear they wrestled a match.
I think we can move past this and say they defended against DX, and at some point they were attacked by Manu and Umaga.
Yeah, Manu, who had come back basically to extract vengeance on the members of his former family with a member of his real family. I believe that situation is settled for now, though. Legacy lost the first match, the non-title match. Then, obviously, that gave the Samoan Wrecking Crew a title match, which they then lost by DQ. Yeah, Manu and Umaga lost by DQ. I think, right?
The second match, yes. The second match, Legacy lost by DQ, and
Legacy
Ted
lost by
DiBiase
DQ.
went crazy. Yeah.
Yes, that's okay, because that's what I was thinking. Maybe might have happened. Yeah, perfect.
Sorry, I'm a bit distracted. I'm trying to find out the relation between these two men. That's why
you're good. You're good. Which then set us up for the final of like a trilogy here, where Legacy took on the Samoan Wrecking Crew in a hardcore match that Legacy did indeed eke out over the two Samoan destroyers. Speaking of destroyers, Marcus Corvan has really been stepping into his own ever since Elijah Burke kind of walked away from the New Breed. There was never really any official comment on it. He just hangs out with Melina a lot now and doesn't really come around to the house anymore. It's sad, really. Dad left and there's no real explanation. Marcus Corvan has been the father who stepped up, though, taking on Dolph Ziggler and Kenny Dykstra.
I think they're cousins. They're pretty distant on the tree.
They're cousins?
I think so.
They're cousins. Right on. Marcus Corvan had gotten into it with Tommy Dreamer. I believe they just wrestled, and Marcus Corvon beat Tommy Dreamer, which
I think you might be right that the wrestling started it off, but I think before they had their first match, Dreamer had advised Corvon to cut his friends loose, and Corvon had been so offended by that suggestion that he demanded Tommy Dreamer give him a match to prove that he doesn't need to cut his friends loose to beat him.
That is it. Marcus Corvon would go on to win that match. Rough Tommy Dreamer up quite badly. Tommy Dreamer did stay up is a relative term. Tommy Dreamer got hit by a pounce and kind of sort of popped back up afterwards, pretty much out on his feet, only for Corvon to hit him with another one and then put him away. Tommy Dreamer then returned like a man sent back. He laid out Ziggler and Dykstra, which Corvon came across their bodies backstage, which led us to another matchup between the two, where Corvon once again trucked Tommy Dreamer.
He did beat Tommy Dreamer, although I'm sorry if you didn't mention this already, but I think during that rematch earlier in the night, Dreamer, well, it's not confirmed, but we suspect, had ambushed and beaten up Kenny Dykstra and Dolph Ziggler.
Yep, got that.
You did say that already?
I did, yeah.
Sorry.
I just said
Apologies.
that. You're good. And to close out here, our little recap, the Royal Rumble winner, John Cena, has, from what we know for now, will be facing Randy Orton at WrestleMania. That could change, though, as 2 days from now, Monday Night Raw, we have John Cena versus Shawn Michaels with that Royal Rumble briefcase on the line.
Well, John Cena has been saying since he came back to Raw, I'm sure you're going to talk about this in a little bit, but he spent a little bit of time on SmackDown. But when he came back to Raw, he's been talking about how Randy Orton has nagging doubts in the back of his head. You see, of course, Randy Orton won the WWE Championship off of John Cena last year at SummerSlam, but Cena immediately had to go off with an injury and get surgery done. So Cena's been talking about Orton, whether or not he has nagging doubts, whether he can beat Cena at 100%. And Shawn Michaels came out to say that those exact doubts are the ones John Cena has about whether he can beat Shawn Michaels at 100%. So they're wrestling on Monday with the title shot on the line. And yeah, do you want to talk about John Cena's brief appearances on SmackDown?
So John Cena went to SmackDown, I believe, the first week. Did he just wrestle the first week? Or
he showed up to save to join in on an ambush that La Familia had on Taker and Batista, and then
he helped to Taker and Batista out.
That's
right. So then the next week he came to the ring and talked about his Royal Rumble decision, which champion he would be facing. Chavo Guerrero came out to the ring, and John Cena told him to his face, basically, "I should fight you. I don't like you. You're pretty good at this, but I don't like you." And
that would be the main event. You are the main event.
Yeah, I should be fighting you, but I'm not. I have my own business to attend to. Obviously, Randy Orton. Which leaves the door open for tonight. Ultimately.
Yes. I guess that is a good segue. We don't usually go through these things pre-show, but I think you have segued well into what our main event is.
This whole show, well, not this whole show. We have other important things on here, but the crux of this show is Batista, The Undertaker, once again, #1 contenders match. The winner will go to WrestleMania to face Chavo Guerrero, the World Heavyweight Champion. In
what I think we can safely say will be the main event.
Right on. All
right. Before we go into the show, I want to just mention, because this took quite a while, so I'm just going to say to people watching, one of the things me and Tucker spent a lot of time before the show talking about this is one of the things we're trying to do this year is do more of this, where we catch you up on stuff that happened in the TVs that wouldn't necessarily make it onto the YouTube videos. So pretty much everything we just talked about, if we hadn't have said it, probably wouldn't have made it onto these YouTube videos. So let us know in the comments whether you prefer us to spend whatever it's been. Tucker, how long have we been recording?
14 and a half minutes.
Ooh, okay, so yeah, would you rather us spend 10 to 20 minutes at the start of these shows catching you up, or would you rather us just get right into the show? Let us know what you think.
All right, we are in the MGM Grand here in Las Vegas, Nevada. It's the war to settle the score. Let's settle the score.
Let's do it.
The world is watching.
Dun 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 duh.
We get our show intro package.
Which explains much of what we just told you.
Yep. And we've got our commentators for tonight. It's Michael Cole, it's Jerry the King Lawler, and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
We should mention that Steve Austin has joined the Raw announce team recently. So on Raw, every Monday you'll be hearing Lawler, Austin, and Joey Styles normally.
Indeed. We're kicking right off into, I do believe, Bobby Lashley versus Jeff Hardy.
That's right. Why are these two fighting?
All right, let me get this right this time.
Yes, I feel like it's worth mentioning for the content that Tucker's inability to remember this feud is what caused one of our retakes.
I'm still gonna fuck it up.
This was his break point. He was like, "I cannot continue if I cannot remember it." No, you got this. You got this, bro. Come on, I'm with you if you need it.
I have to think about the logistics of this. Hold on.
All right, I'll start. It all started when Jeff Hardy beat Bobby Lashley.
Okay, god damn it.
Yeah?
I couldn't figure out who beat who again. I was like, either way, like Jeff's response either way is fucking insane.
So yeah, Jeff Hardy beat Bobby Lashley. What happened next?
So Bobby Lashley is pretty dejected. He's feeling like he's taken a lot of losses lately. Kind of unsure of where things are going as of late. He had a lot of momentum near the end of last year, but a lot of that's kind of faded away, and now he's just kind of floating around. I think he's even without a match at the big date, a big show. So Bobby Lashley had been kind of down in the dumps over this, you know what I mean? Not necessarily feeling bad for himself, but you know, it's a rough time nonetheless. And it definitely doesn't help when you have somebody like Jeff Hardy telling you to your face that wins and losses just don't really mean anything, man. Whatever. Just like fucking forget about it, bro. Move on. What's wrong with you? Bobby Lashley, who is the son of a military man, he himself may also be a military man. I forget the kayfabe of that.
Yes, he is.
He's from a military family. Thank you. He knows that wins and
also,
losses sometimes are extremely serious affairs.
He's an all-American wrestling champion. He takes wrestling very seriously.
He does. Yeah, even without the war.
And a former Intercontinental champion.
So tonight, Bobby Lashley wants to get his win back.
Mm-hmm.
Wants to beat Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy probably wants to keep laughing.
Yep, pretty much. Let's see how it goes.
Fucking Jeff Hardy, man.
So in this match, Jeff Hardy continues that sort of carefree, lackadaisical attitude. And you can clearly tell as this match goes on that Bobby Lashley is getting frustrated, is getting irritated at Jeff Hardy. But about maybe 7 minutes in, it changes. Bobby Lashley has changed from trying to win the match and beat the shit out of Jeff Hardy to like, he's so frustrated with Jeff Hardy's carefree attitude that he wants more than anything for Jeff Hardy to just take the damn match seriously. So he starts slapping up a little bit instead of like going for pinfalls and takedowns and things like that. He's just kind of sort of landing these weak strikes and just screaming at Hardy to take this seriously, get into this match. God damn it, why are you even here if you don't want to win? And then Hardy hits, what was the move again, Tucker?
The Whisper in the Wind.
The Whisper in the Wind. You can clearly see that Lashley's taunting and Lashley striking has fired Hardy up, and Hardy goes through a quick-paced sequence of moves, and the crowd starts to really get into, I think, Jeff Hardy's comeback here, and Jeff Hardy starts to seemingly take this match a little more seriously, and then as Jeff Hardy like bounces off the ropes going for some sort of high-flying maneuver, Bobby Lashley just catches him with a brutal spear and pins him for the 1, 2, 3. But as Bobby Lashley gets his hand raised and he looks down at Hardy, the frustration has evaporated a little bit, and there's a little bit of begrudging kind of respect in his face.
Right on.
But Lashley did get his win back.
I run New York, buddy.
I get money. We show a vignette of John Bradshaw Layfield hitting various versions of his clothesline from hell to the tune of 50 cents. I got money. Or I get
2
money.
weeks ago, the countdown ended. The torch was extinguished.
Yep.
John Bradshaw Layfield made his return to the WWE, targeting his former employee, Doug Basham, and seemingly his American Heavyweight Championship.
I think that's a perfect summary. The code was broken. It said, save us, JBL. And now Bradshaw's returned, having conquered the Indies, to get back here to the big leagues and add one more title to his resume. And that will happen at WrestleMania. JBL versus Doug Basham the Bashman for the United States Championship.
Hell yeah. In the crowd, Floyd Mayweather Jr. is here. We saw him on SmackDown this past week. He seems to be set in for a WrestleMania collision with our greatest little man, Rey Mysterio. Pretty fucking hype.
He has conquered the goddamn, I forgot the divisions again. He's conquered his various weight divisions in boxing, and here he has come to conquer the cruiserweight division.
Hell yeah. All right, let's talk about La Familia.
Yes. Go ahead.
La Familia is Chavo Guerrero's faction, somewhat put together by Kevin Nash, as Kevin Nash had taken the formerly known as the Major Brothers, two guys who just kind of were around, not doing much of anything. Kevin Nash gave them the path. You know what I mean? Gave them what they needed to become successful, which was 1, better names, and 2, the tutelage of the world's heavyweight champion, possibly the best wrestler in the world, Chavo Guerrero Jr. The newly named Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins have thus taken on the name Los Guerreros Blancos Técnicos, or just Los Guerreros Blancos, if you're feeling brief.
Or just Los Guerreros, if you're feeling
Or just Los Guerreros. Or just Los. There you go.
Yeah, or just
Los. just Los.
So they've joined up with Chavo Guerrero, who has, after many years of having to live, let's be honest, in the shadow of his uncle, Eddie Guerrero, having to deal with people like Rey Mysterio, who've always claimed to be sort of a Guerrero, even though they were not born into the family. Chavo Guerrero has thrown off that identity. Gone now is his trust in his blood family. And he believes that the true family, the strongest family he could ever have, is the one that he's chosen for himself. His friends, his mentor, his father figure almost, Kevin Nash. And this is his family now. Kevin Nash, Zack Ryder, Kurt Hawkins. Those are the people that matter to him. Those are the people who loved him even when he wasn't world champion, who helped him get to that title again, rather than only cared about him when he was at the top.
All right, 3 weeks ago, actually. We'll go with 3 weeks ago. Kevin Nash announces Tagapalooza. A tag team battle royal to determine the number 1 contenders for tonight and the WWE Tag Team Champions, Paul London, Brian Kendrick. Paul London coming back from an injury. This will be their first defense as a duo once more, full and together. Brian Kendrick had been held over. Those belts had kind of been held over by Frankie Kazarian and then Rey Mysterio. As Frankie
replacement
Kazarian.
Partners, teaming with Kaz. With Kendrick, sorry.
Yeah, well, Paul London was hurt. Oh, shit, where was I going with this? Hold on.
The belts have been held over. Tagapalooza. Who won Tagapalooza?
Yes, we did Tagapalooza, and the Los Guerreros won it. The new Los Guerreros, the Ryder and Hawkins edition.
After a technical error meant that Santino Marella and Rene Sebastian Dupree, who are arguably Brian Kendrick and Paul London's greatest ever opponents, actually didn't end up being in Tagapalooza because Kevin Nash kind of forgot they existed.
Yeah, he definitely forgot. definitely. Which is how, which is why his boys won. Yeah, there's nothing fishy going on
No.
there at all. Anyways,
In fact, Kevin Nash is a nice guy. He even gave Santino Marella and Rene Sebastian Dupree a chance to get added to this match yesterday.
he did. So
But
Kevin Nash, they did. They're not going to be here. Yeah, no. I thought that'd be obvious, but that's okay. So we were set in for Los Guerreros against London Kendrick until last night when Kevin Nash made the call.
Yep.
Fuck the doctors. Fuck the fans. I made it for the money. Kevin Nash has decided that Paul London
is not
cleared.
Yeah.
And
he doesn't. What a nice guy. He doesn't want to see one of his top superstars rush himself back and get hurt again.
So instead tonight, Kevin Nash would be picking a partner for Brian Kendrick, a SmackDown icon. The 2 tag team champions are there in the ring, as it is revealed that Brian Kendrick's partner for right now is Hornswoggle.
Oh.
It is Hornswoggle. There it is. That is a leprechaun.
Well, you know, I can't defend this one. This is just corruption.
Yeah, it's all right. Brian's got this. All right, he's a chameleon. He can team with anybody. He'll figure it out. Here we go. WWE Tag Team titles.
Yeah.
Oh, it's over. Yeah, they beat Hornswoggle real bad.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they beat him real bad. That sucks. And it should be worth mentioning that the God reign is over. The 403, I think I read on there.
God damn.
Day-long reign of Brian Kendrick and Paul London is done. These 2 insufferable sons of bitches are our tag team champions.
What has happened to tag team wrestling, Tucker? I usually watch Raw, but I had to turn off because of the tag team champions over there, and now I have my refuge here on SmackDown. But let's not forget here. Now La Familia, they all have belts. Maybe Chavo Guerrero really is a genius. Maybe he does pick his family well.
If I was Doug Basham, I'd watch out for Kevin Nash.
What about Roderick Strong?
At one point in the cards, Putty, did we not have a Kevin Nash Bradshaw thing laid out?
Yeah, I had a pitch for that.
That's very funny. That's very funny. Yeah, we have new tag team champions. It's a fucking travesty. You should be angry.
I am angry. I'm very mad.
Good. Moving on to the women.
I think we'll get a pre-thing for the women. There's a little thing anyway.
We do.
God damn. Okay, it's not the commentators. SmackDown's just cursed right now. Anyway, putting aside my anger with the video game and the pixels, Amy Weber is going to sit down with Batista for a long-form interview where she asks actually some tough questions, some easier questions too, but some tough questions. She starts off by talking to him about the feud with The Undertaker last year and maybe his highlights, what he thought, how did he go from, how did it feel to lose at WrestleMania to winning at Survivor Series. And Batista's going to say at WrestleMania, he knows now looking back that he gave The Undertaker far too much credit. Right at WrestleMania, I was intimidated. The Undertaker was in my head. I thought he was unbeatable. I thought he was invincible at WrestleMania, maybe ever. I thought he was inhuman. Thought that no matter what I threw at him, I no matter what I did, I put him through a table. I running power slammed him through the announce table. He still kept getting up. I hit him with a Batista bomb and he kicked out. No matter what I did to The Undertaker, I just couldn't beat him. Not to mention when I started that match, usually over my career, I've had to start hot if I wanted to win. At WrestleMania, I got completely blown out because I was just awestruck by the occasion. It wasn't like me. And that's why over the course of the year, things changed because that was a respect that I should never have had for The Undertaker. Because we all saw at Survivors at SummerSlam when Ken Shamrock broke The Undertaker's leg that he is just a man. Ken Shamrock did a lot more at SummerSlam than break The Undertaker's leg. He broke his illusion. He broke the phenomenon. We all know what The Undertaker is now. He's a man. He's a great wrestler. He's one of the best strikers in the history of the industry. He's tough. He's resilient. But he is just a guy. And at Survivor Series, in the greatest match of my career, I went into Hell in a Cell. I went into his match, into his territory. I entered in all of the mind games and the illusions and the pageantry, but none of it mattered because I knew who The Undertaker was. And The Undertaker was defeated inside Hell in a Cell, and I retained the World Heavyweight Championship because that mattered more to me than the respect that I used to have for The Undertaker. Fighting The Undertaker has made me the better man. I'm the best I've ever been. I'm in the best shape of my career. Tonight, I am going to beat The Undertaker like I did at Survivor Series. And at WrestleMania, I'm getting my World Heavyweight Championship back. And just before the interview is about to end, Amy Weber asks one last question. He says, do you respect The Undertaker after all that's happened? Batista pauses and looks directly into the camera and says, no. And he walks off.
Damn. All right. Here we go. Women. Beth Phoenix is your women's champion.
That's true.
That's a change. That's new. Yeah,
that is new.
That's a new thing. And so we need to crown a challenger for her at WrestleMania 24. We've got, like I would say, like the 4 other top stars in the division here.
I agree.
All going at it tonight. Melina Perez, Mickie James, Tori Wilson, Trish Stratus. The winner will go to WrestleMania for the Women's Championship against Beth Phoenix. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Beth Phoenix is joining us at ringside. She's there with her belt. She there.
Looks amazing. She's a glamazon.
She is a glamorous Amazon. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Nice. Yeah, actually. Hell yeah. All right, so at ringside, obviously, is Triple H, the real star of this whole thing. Still got that IC title over his shoulder. Still hasn't defended it since probably August or something.
Yeah, I don't actually. Oh no, he defended it in the winner takes all match at New York New Year. In the mixed tag winner takes all match.
Putty, do you want to explain the situation between Shawn Michaels and Triple H and what the hell happens here and why?
Sure, I'm happy to. So, obviously, Shawn Michaels came back just before the Royal Rumble to take on Randy Orton for the WWE Championship. And he asked Triple H, his friend and DX partner, because DX, for those who have forgotten, is still active. There's been no indication that they're not still a tag team. They still both come out with DX gear. They sell a lot of DX merch, and Shawn Michaels even probably still has the DX theme. So, DX is still a thing, and so he's like, Triple H, have my back at the Royal Rumble. And Triple H eventually, begrudgingly, although he said to Shawn that things had changed a little bit, agreed to have Shawn's back if he was needed. But instead of watching the match, Triple H hung out with his long-term girlfriend, Trish Stratus. And eventually Shawn Michaels figured out that actually Triple H has been very distracted lately. He's been derelict in his duties as a friend because of his relationship with Trish Stratus. And that angered Shawn Michaels to the point where he did what Shawn Michaels does, and is very destructive. And he cost Trish Stratus the women's championship, which just enraged Triple H. Absolutely enraged it. Triple H was convinced that he has to deal with Shawn Michaels or, his life is going to be ruined again. So he has been obsessively planning how he was going to deal with Shawn Michaels, to the point where Trish Stratus even is a little bit freaked out and isn't sure this is the course that they should be pursuing. this Monday Night on Raw, after Shawn Michaels got his match with John Cena, Triple H attacked him with a sledgehammer. And probably thought, well, there we go, job done. Shawn Michaels is gone again. I can focus back on my girlfriend and getting her title back. And so he's out here tonight supporting Trish Stratus. But of course, about halfway through the match, he appears. Shawn Michaels with a super kick to Triple H and a super kick to Joey Mercury. And he just looks around like, why am I so violent? Before Beth Phoenix stands up from her chair at ringside. Shaw's like, whoa, I didn't mean anything by it, and leaves. Walks out. But the distraction is enough to let Trish Stratus get completely laid out, probably, as we enter the closing stretch of the match as Melina and Mickie James go at it. Eventually, Triple H finally gets back to his feet, kind of holding on to the apron and looking in to see what happened, and he sees Melina with Mickie James ready for the last call, and Melina just flips Triple H the bird and then plants Mickie James and pins Mickie James. And Melina Perez is going to WrestleMania. Melina Perez, Beth Phoenix, Women's Championship. Book it in.
They stare each other down. Here we go. Feel like this is maybe the first women's title match at Mania we've done without Trish Stratus.
We did a Tori Wilson Nat Hart match, I think, at WrestleMania 22.
Oh, you're right. Good call.
I don't know if it was for the women's title. That Trish might have been the women's title that year. Okay.
No, it was. You're right. Yep.
Also, wasn't last year Melina versus like Stacy or something?
Oh, was it? Oh. All right. Fair enough then. Don't know why the hell we would have done that, but sure.
SummerSlam is the Trish Stratus title show.
I see. That's the first show.
I think we've done Trish versus Nat at SummerSlam 3 times.
We have, yes.
Yeah.
We get the tail of the tape for our Cruiserweight Championship match. Obviously, still our champion, the Millennium Man himself, Roderick Strong. And our new signing, our newer signing. I believe we've seen some of him. I think he was maybe on the Rumble show.
Yeah, I think their tag match, was on Rumble. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so Yoshihiro Nobunaga came in to team with his good buddy Dragon Nakamura. Except that pissed Kevin Nash off. He decided, no, actually, you're not allowed to team. Straight up banned. Fuck you. You're not doing it.
He actually made them fight each other.
He did. He made them fight each other afterwards as well. He's not a cool guy lately, as Kevin. I don't know what happened to him. He was all right.
Look, I'm not going to defend everything. That Hornswoggle thing earlier was fucked up. However,
that's crazy.
I'd like to defend Kevin here in saying that we all wanted to watch Dragon Nakamura versus Yoshihiro Nobunaga, and so Kevin just was doing it for us, for the fans. And look what it's like.
Ban them from teaming.
I don't actually remember that ever happening on screen. But hey, as a fan, I don't remember that happening. All I remember is that Yoshihiro Nobunaga has entered the singles division, and within a month, he's now got a title shot. I think Kevin Nash sees potential in people.
Yeah, using that was it a Meteora? It was.
To the outside?
Not quite. But using
Descent from Osaka.
Descent from Osaka Meteora, yeah. He's kind of torn through the division here. Within a month, already at the World Cruiserweight Championship. Here we go. Taz runs it down for us. It is going to be emotional.
We should mention briefly that Roddy Strong did think that Floyd Money Mayweather was calling him out, and was a little bit embarrassed last night when he was refused a match with Mayweather at WrestleMania.
It's true. All right, here we go.
Can Nobunaga unseat the Millennium Man? The answer is no.
Roderick Strong, he is still your Cruiserweight Champion, defense number 6. I think these two just do some dope-ass fucking wrestling. What can I say? Roddy gets it done. I feel like he hasn't been using his numbers advantage for quite a while, honestly. Roderick Strong is really just that guy.
Yep.
He beats him, and he's going to walk into WrestleMania. Very likely. I mean, we could always have a switch here on the TV, but very likely going to walk into WrestleMania as the Cruiserweight Champion of the world.
After the match, Roddy points at Floyd Mayweather in the front row.
Floyd's like, oh, fuck off. I'm not here for you.
Holds the title up and points at WrestleMania.
Floyd just shakes his head. He's like, no. No. Yeah.
Dodging me like you dodged De La Hoya, Floyd.
That's awesome. We see footage of a beach. Chavo Guerrero's there. Don't worry, it's not Carlito, everybody. Oh my god. The crowd goes, he's back! Oh god!
Chavo's eating an apple.
Chavo Guerrero with big gold around his waist is just like, yeah, I'm not watching. Why would I care, bruh? I can beat either of those big guys, alright? I'm the best wrestler in the world. I've got my family at my back.
Congrats, by the way, boys.
Yeah. Good shit, boys. Good shit. See you Friday.
It's worth mentioning part of the reason why Chavo's on a beach is because Kevin Nash promised that Chavo and himself, actually no, he's on the show, but Chavo would not be here in Las Vegas tonight. He gave Batista his word.
So, here we go.
Before that, we have a little bit of an announcer thing saying, this is for the number one contender. Also, Taker's here.
Taker is also here, yes.
Yeah. Main event, probably the last time, really, we're going to see these two clash.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it because in theory we wouldn't know, but just to make it clear, this is almost certainly it for Taker versus Batista. So.
And this is what they want. You know, they've been trying all year to have one last deciding match. And here in Las Vegas, in the fight capital of the world, they are going to clash for the last time. The winner will main event WrestleMania. What bigger stage? It's time.
All right. Cue my way. Let's go.
The conclusion of the epic feud. All right. So this is an epic match. This is a long one. So we get sort of a reverse of how the WrestleMania match opened, where Batista is just lighting Undertaker up with strikes. So much so that at some point Taker has to like roll out of the ring and compose himself. But Batista knows, nah, that ain't happening. So he just immediately rolls out of the ring and spears him into the barricade. Just make sure Taker does not get anywhere near a recovery moment. And Taker clearly, flabbergasted and pained by that spear through the barricade. It looks like we might actually get a count-out victory as Batista rolls into the ring and it gets to 8. And Taker's still down. Batista looks at Taker, he looks at the ref, he shakes his head like, I shouldn't do this, and he breaks the count. He rolls back out and back in, and he goes and he gets Undertaker. But that was his mistake, as Taker hits him with a big uppercut after Batista tries to drag him into the ring. Batista staggers towards the announce tables, and then he, a bell rings in his head, because the thing that got Batista control at WrestleMania last year was a running power slam through the announcer's table. So he starts tearing apart the announcer's table. But as he turns back to the Undertaker catches him with a choke, and he lifts him up and choke slam through the announcer's table. And Undertaker rolls back into the ring, and the count gets to 8, and Batista's still down. And the Undertaker thinks, and then he shakes his head, and he breaks the count, and he gets Batista finally back into the ring. And they probably continue to do their sequence, although with a few added twists. So Taker does he sort of gets through his sequence and goes for old school. But when he leaps, Batista catches him in a spine buster off of the ropes. I think at some point Taker does the dive to the outside that he's done the entire feud. Batista can do the... Oh, go ahead.
Taker probably locks in the triangle at some point earlier on or something like that, or...
Yeah, absolutely. And then Batista, tries to fight out of it, looks like he's fading, and then lifts Taker up for a massive Batista bomb out of the triangle choke and gets a 2 count. But unlike at WrestleMania or at Survivor Series, where after Undertaker kicks out the Batista bomb, Batista's not confused, but what's the word? Awestruck and surprised. Batista just shrugs and keeps getting on with it. He knows that this is, it's going to take more than just one Batista bomb to put the dead man down. At some point, Batista's going to do his shoulder tackle from the top rope, which is something he only does against the Undertaker. So we'll put that in there. The only time Batista ever goes to the top rope is against this man. And then Taker obviously does the leg drop to the outside. Probably get a last ride or something in the first 15 minutes of this match as well. Any other spots you want to get in there before we get to some of the bullshit?
Taker dive.
Yeah, we did. I did the Taker dive.
Oh, you did Taker dive? Okay,
yeah.
But I didn't think you'd have it in here. Yeah, okay, that's awesome.
I think I'm going to do another one, but yeah, we did do what I did mention one already earlier. I think, yeah, so I think what's going to transition this match is a Taker dive, though. I think it's because obviously the first 6 minutes of this match are spent outside the ring, as was described. So at some point, it's going to devolve again to these two brawling outside the ring. And I think the ref's going to get to 8 or 9, and these two men have no intention of getting in the ring. And the referee, who is the referee for this?
It is Jimmy Corderas.
Jimmy Corderas knows that this is a massive match and there's no way this can end in a draw, right? It would be bad for everyone if he counts both these men out right now. So he uses his discretion as the head ref of SmackDown. Is that correct?
Yep. Indeed.
As the head ref of SmackDown, he rolls out of the ring on the 9 count and he starts talking to these two. He's like, guys, come on. Nobody wants to see this end in a draw. I don't, you don't. Let's get the action back in the ring. And then at this point, Batista separates off and starts having a more prolonged discussion with Corderas, back off, I know what I'm doing, while Taker gets back in the ring, bounces off the ropes, and does a Taker dive. But Jimmy Corderas gets caught by it, and gets knocked unconscious. At which point, here come the new WWE Tag Team Champions. What do, Tucker?
They hit the ring, and they start attacking Batista and The Undertaker.
God damn.
The new tag team champions, trying probably to soften up both men for whoever wins. Because they can't. I don't know what's their intention here. What are they trying to do?
It's kind of hard to tell because you're right. They're attacking both men, but I think depending on your interpretation, you could come away with various different motivations. Maybe they were trying to get a specific person to win. Maybe they were trying to influence the match, or maybe you're right, maybe they were just trying to soften both men up. But before we can really tell, Batista and Taker will overwhelm them because they're just Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins, and they will briefly team up, I guess, to take down the tag team champions.
I think Ray coming down is also a big hand in that as well. Yeah.
But Ray doesn't get. I think you're right. I think Ray will come down and turn the title a little bit, but mostly I think Batista and Taker have probably got it handled. But Ray is there to be okay, shit's going. Ray is doing what Shawn Michaels wished Triple H did. Ray has saw that this match has devolved into chaos, and he's down there to have Batista's back because he's his friend. And so he kind of gets the ref up. He talks to Batista, make sure he's okay, and then the match will progress again for a little bit until Floyd Mayweather, who's been go ahead.
The logistics of this, it doesn't exactly matter why he's going to do this, but I figured right now I should at least to me, justify why the moment Ray comes out here, this doesn't occur.
Yep.
Because Floyd is entirely happy to sit and watch until somebody on his team gets in his ear about what might make for a big moment here, for a big money moment, if you will.
And so Floyd will jump the barricade and start really getting in Ray's face.
Get into it.
And he's demanding a WrestleMania match.
Yeah, basically provoking Ray, telling Ray that he's a coward for not immediately accepting the match against him. And Batista sees this on the outside. And he's like, Ray, what the fuck? Don't do this here. not here. And Ray's like, I'm not doing anything, Dave. I'm standing here. This man is yelling at me. And so Batista's like,
Dave gets out of the ring. Yeah.
He rolls out of the ring and gets between them. And he's like, just go, Floyd. Go away. Just chill. You could do this. Another time.
And Floyd tries to push past Batista, so Batista pushes him back, and then because Batista's a big guy, Floyd like staggers backwards a little bit. He looks maybe a little bit embarrassed by what just happened, and so he just lands a right hook on Batista immediately, at which point security floods the ringside area. Floyd jumps back over the barricade and runs away, but Batista is bleeding profusely out of his nose. He's clearly broken his nose from the shot from Mayweather, and so a bunch of referees and medics come down, and we patch up Batista's nose, we make sure he stops bleeding, and then after that chaos, the referee basically like restarts the match. He gets both men in the corners and says, okay,
you may proceed. That whole time the Undertaker's been down, and then as they go to recover, the match, he sits up. He sits up. He's like, all right, let's do it then. Let's close it out.
I like Batista's just like, he's finally patched up. He gets in the ring, and then Taker sits up, and so the ref gets him in the corners. I like it.
Exactly.
And yeah, we get another like sort of 5 minutes. Clearly they're tired, they're exhausted. We do a trading of right hands, and they land really like clearly they're taking each strike is taking their toll on each man because they've given so much to this match. Taker tries to go for another last ride, but he just doesn't have the energy to finish it. Taker goes for a tombstone, but again, he just doesn't have the energy to finish it. Batista hits him with a spine buster and gets a near count. Taker kind of slips out of one Batista bomb. They're just not quite able to pull the trigger until Batista hits one more spine buster, and he just shakes himself awake. He gets that energy flowing within him. He shakes the ropes. He does the thumbs up. He does the thumbs down. This is what happened at Survivor Series. This is the last wind that Batista needs to go to WrestleMania, and he picks The Undertaker up for the Batista bomb, and Taker is fighting. He's striking. He's punching Batista in the head, and eventually Batista sort of like stumbles to the ground. The crowd aren't sure if he's like hit the power bomb or if he hasn't, because Taker's back hit the mat, but it wasn't like a full impact. And then Taker's got Batista in another triangle choke, the second triangle choke of the match, and Batista's there. He's trying to pull The Undertaker up, but he just doesn't have the energy anymore. But he refuses to go down. His hand goes down to see the referee checks to see if he's unconscious. 1, 2, and Batista's still there. He's still fighting, refusing to die, and then Undertaker shifts one of his legs underneath Batista's throat, shifting the triangle choke into a new sort of submission maneuver that we've never seen before, choking the life out of Batista with his 2 legs between either side of his throat. And then Batista, clearly, the broken nose, some of the stitches are probably broken at this point. He's starting to bleed again slightly from his nose. You
can't breathe for shit.
Oh, it's true. Yeah, he's screaming. He's screaming as he reaches for the ropes, and he's reaching for the ropes. He's positioned so that he can see the WrestleMania side, and he's reaching for the WrestleMania side, and he knows it's over, and he taps. Our main event is made.
Charlie Haas. This is coming together quite swimmingly.
Mm-hmm.
I think we may have to push this back. Do you want to push this back?
No, I think I'm pretty sure it'll be fine.
Okay, perfect.
I mentioned some time crunch on Raw, and you were like, "No, it'll be fine." So I was like, "Okay, let's do it."
Fair enough then. That is SNME 16.
The score has been settled. I actually kind of like that rating for the main event because it is the right rating. Because what I pitched to Tucker is this one's going to be really long and really bullshit. And so a certain section of the in-game audience will be like, this was the best one. It was cinema. And then a certain portion of the in-game audience will like, this was bullshit. The others were way better.
Anybody you want to talk to here?
I actually think most people didn't do great today.
I don't think so either. I would do Brian Kendrick for being a pro.
Yep.
I'd like to thank I don't know, I gotta think here. I want to thank
the women did okay. Maybe one of the women.
Yeah, I like it. We could just do Trish.
I was leading that way. She was the best out of them.
Hard. Yeah, I was supposed to say great performance, and then I want to do I want to do, all things considered, I think I want to do Floyd Mayweather.
Sure.
Complimenting on a good performance. You good shit out there, Floyd. You stiffed him real good, buddy.
Oh yeah, we maybe should have done Batista because we should say to the audience that we did hard way on this and we actually had Floyd Mayweather break Batista's nose.
Yeah, we just didn't tell Dave.
No, I think we would have told Dave. I hope Dave would have agreed to it. I don't want to. I wouldn't want to have surprised him. I don't know. I think that's Curryman's partner.
Oh, I see. Okay. What do we know about Curryman?
Well, Fox are already unhappy.
Yeah, I knew that. Yeah, it's like an 88 for them. So
okay,
I was like, this is going to be really hard
to
do.
It's not our fault that SmackDown is cursed.
I mean, yes, it is. But,
Is it? Do you know why it's happening? Because if it is, we can fix it.
I think we've had such an exodus of talent over the past year.
No, because it's the good talent also underperforming. Look at Bradshaw's stats.
Yeah, I don't know. Can an entire brand be cool? Like in theory, like I don't even.
Probably not. But look at that! Look at that guy.
I'd agree with you. How does 88 pop only get you star?
No, I just mean the ratings more than anything. I imagine the star thing is just the momentum.
Sure, but I mean, there's something fucky going on here. That's all I'm pointing out.
Go look at Charlie Haas.
Something ain't right.
That man's getting crazy ratings on Raw.
He is.
Either
something
way,
ain't right.
This video is long enough without us rambling, so we should call it a day.
That it is. The next time we see you guys, it's going to be WrestleMania 24. Thanks for sticking around, I guess. And then after Mania 24, big changes potentially. I don't know. I don't know anymore.
Oh, you don't?
I don't really know anymore. I mean, we definitely could. We definitely could, but I don't see it as quite as necessary as I once believed.
Okay. Tucker's talking about what game we're going to be playing after Mania, so if you have thoughts, come over to the Twitch stream, and I'm sure we're going to be talking about it soon.
Or leave them in the comments of this video if you've made it this far. Because if people would really want to see us move over to 9, then
I think the comments will be overwhelmingly in favor of doing so, if I had to guess.
Okay. Just because there's no... Well, it's okay. Yeah.
Again, I think it's more of a back and forth that we have to have. So, yeah, I think the Twitch chat's probably the best place for it, because then we can have a few back and forths rather than one comment. Yeah,
but I would still appreciate the comments and stuff like that, just to know how many people are thinking that, if you are thinking that, or if you don't care either way, that's also valuable info. For Putty, for myself, for the Undertaker, Woke Taker himself, and I don't know, Roy Walker, I guess. We'll see you at WrestleMania in Orlando. All right, cool. We're done.
Cool. Before we get out of here, well, you can complete these for sure. Can I check Taker and Chavo, their gimmick and their momentum?
Sure.
It's only very hot, not white hot. So maybe that's it. And the Deadman gimmick's very good. Chavito's great with white hot. Okay. Well, can I see Batista just as a reference? It doesn't really matter anymore, but I'm just curious if that might have been. His gimmick's not great.
It is to some degree Dave, but it has always to some degree been Dave. So
and Dave has had some moments of being. I was
gonna say,
good.
So I don't think I can blame him. Like, I've always known Dave. I mean, we should know this anyways, just being people who've watched. But we all know that Dave is kind of the weak link here of anybody.
It's not the match. The match is fine.
I knew that. Not in a terrible way.
I blame pretty much everything with the match on the storyline. So with that checked, I think it's Tucker. It's time.
It's gone.
Yep.
Goodbye, my friend.
New storyline. This is the Take Your Chavo one, so.
Damn, I wish I hadn't used the death in the family so recently.
Chavo Guerrero, man under pressure.
I actually love it. We've probably done at least like 2 of those this save.
Wait, put a question mark at the end of it though, because the whole feud's about Chavo insisting that he is in fact not that man.
I am not under pressure at all. I'm chilling. I'm not afraid of the Undertaker. I'm chilling.
And then do we have we have Ray? Yeah. Okay.
Do you want to split the Floyd Dave thing off and do its own thing?
That sounds reasonable.
I get money.
Great. Goddamn, SmackDown is that equal or more? It's equal. It's equal. Holy. It's crazy.
And they're all shit. No.
All right. Cool. I think.
Just to show this off.
do we want to show this off?
We do want to show it off. Look at them.
God damn, that's crazy. I'm seeing 2006 to 2008. That's what I'm looking at right now. I'm like, whoa, that's wild. That is wild. Nuts. That's one of the longest title reigns in like the history of wrestling, probably.
If we were in 2020, the one benefit would be it would show the amount of days over here.
It would, yeah. I think that is a huge benefit. Yeah. So those are the 3 things. I didn't want to say it to I didn't want to make the video any longer, but the 3 things I think are benefits for us are obviously the dates, the
proper
weights,
calendar, proper weights,
and the celebrities feature. Actually, I think is quite useful for us.
I think celebrities / inner circle can all kind of take up the 3rd slot as like a thing that is kind of cool, but ultimately,
I think Inner Circle is kind of cool, but not like directly impactful. Whereas we actually do get a lot of use out of celebrities. Like even just thinking about it, like immediately Mayweather and Snoop Dogg are both people.
That's true. There.
And also, I've been thinking
could have actually gotten Snoop Dogg.
Exactly,
instead of
you're right.
Ghost Snoop Dogg.
But also, I think
Ghost Snoop Dogg.
One of the things I've been thinking about recently is that when the transfer window opens next season at the start of it, I want SmackDown and Raw to have owners. Where the money is coming from, and so I think for Raw, I think Steph just makes sense. I think she's who we set up for that. And SmackDown, it could be fun if it's Linda, but Snoop Dogg also kind of makes sense as our big rich celebrity that we've had around the business for a while. Just to be clear, these owners, just to be clear, these owners would very, very rarely be on screen. Like it would be like 2 or 3 times a year or something. Right?
No, but I like it though, because then we can not in kayfabe, but we can shoot as the owner, whoever this new owner is, be anybody, and it doesn't have to like matter a ton.
You mean in shoot be the owner of the company?
Yeah, whoever we end up replacing Vince with here. I'm put me down for Old Man Wendell still, honestly, but
I think it is a really difficult one. It's really hard to find one that makes sense in universe, and ironically would just put like I know I've said this before, but I know it's weird, but I would just do it because I think all of the options are weird. I still think that there's something to be said for it's just 2024 us. Like not 2008 us. It's literally just 2024 us.
I am 7. Would I be 8? No, I wouldn't be 8 yet. No, I wouldn't even be 7 yet. Jesus Christ, I'd be 6. What am I doing here, buddy? Help me. I'm so confused. Who are these people?
That's why I'm saying 2024 us, so it's not like children.
I don't even know what wrestling is.
Yeah. Because otherwise, we'd have to put thought into who would actually buy the WWE, and run it, and it's really hard because most of those people are also bad.
Is your name 1L or 2 L's?
1L.
I still think this was such a fire name for the amalgamation character.
Tell him Duddy. I would put one of us. I would put us both in and have one of us be the owner, one of us be the booker.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
we'd be the
pushed roles. We wouldn't do anything.
I see. Would we? Oh, I see. We'd just be both on there. I got you.
Yeah, we would just actually be running the show.
One of us in the owner slot. The other one vibes out in the back.
Yeah,
definitely.
Oh yeah, I guess there wouldn't be a booker.
I'm not doing paperwork.
Yeah. And then it's just, however we want to kayfabe it, or even we just don't. We'll just be like, well, we're running it in real life, so now we're actually also running it in the game.
Yeah, I like it.
And then we can kind of use that as. And I know we've mostly steered away from it, but I do think at some points in this series we've been like, well, what would Vince do? And I think we could just get rid of that now, 4 years in, and be like, no, we're just running the show now.
Yep, I like it.
Okay, I know it's still weird because it still involves, in theory, some level of time travel, but it's all weird. Anybody buying the WWE 2008 off of Vince McMahon would be weird. So I think the alternative to doing us is actually just to keep Vince.
Yeah, like the only other alternative I can think of that doesn't make me want to like throw up a little bit is like Shane, and even that's not great.
And we can't. Well, we could. It'd be difficult to translate the Shane shoot ownership to any sort of kayfabe because he's in prison.
Yeah, right. He is in prison.
Yeah, which is why I wasn't considering him as one of the owners, unless
he could own
get
the company because, as I just said, he doesn't
yeah.
have to be on TV. Yeah, he doesn't even have to be on TV. The two TV owners could act, and then
it could be. Yeah. Also, now that I've thought about it, Shane getting out of prison to be the secret owner of one of the brands is kind of based.
It was me. It was me the whole time. You think my mom could run a wrestling show? You guys dumb? What the hell? My mom can barely run her own campaign.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. We should check to see what Linda's availability is this time.
Oh, right now? Oh wait, she's in it. This is the start of. This is why they go PG.
Oh, okay. But she's gonna lose, right? So we can, once the election's over, we can use her.
Yeah, it's like partially like, hey, we'll make a little bit more money on like toys and stuff like that if we shift to PG, but it's more so like, hey, my wife is running as a Republican. It probably looks really bad if we're fucking around a whole bunch over here. Let's be honest. Let's just tank the entire company. Let's just tank the whole company. Let's just put on the worst, most boring, generic, formulaic, eye glaze over, celebrity-filled nothing content possible for like 3 years, and I don't know, maybe some indie fuck will save us.
Yep. Nope. That's accurate. All right, but either way, that's not a question we have to. We don't have to deal with any of that today, so we can just sort of move on and hope that storyline thing saves SmackDown.
21 days to WrestleMania 24. That is 3 weeks of TV, and then we are at the Sun one.
Sun, sex, and slams.
Big Sun.
All right, we good?
Yep, we're good.
All right, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and we'll see you guys. Wait, speak a sec. I want to make sure you haven't been muted the whole stream.
Oh, that would be awful.
You're fine. We're good.
Whatever.
We're good. 3 recordings and a full stream. We did it, guys. We'll see you. Wait, when are we back?
Whenever. Tomorrow.
All right. You want to do tomorrow?
Yeah, I can do tomorrow.
Okay, we'll be back tomorrow for the build up to WrestleMania. Let's go.